Okay, so a little bit more on word problems. Let's try something like this. Let's try something like number 3. A rectangle has a length of this and a width of that. If the perimeter of the rectangle is this, then find the area. So let's write down what we know. I'll call this number 3. So I'm going to draw a little rectangle because they told me it's a rectangle. The length is 3x plus 1. The width is 2x minus 3. All right. And I know the perimeter is this. So the perimeter is 5x plus 6, and the area is, we don't know, we have to find out. Okay, so now let's take a look. First of all, what's another way, what is the perimeter? Well, the perimeter, what's the definition of the perimeter? The definition of the perimeter is the distance around the rectangle. So we know that if length, I always make my L cursive because otherwise it looks like a number 1. If my L length is this and my width is this and my perimeter is 2 lengths, right? 2 lengths plus 2 widths, then I can say perimeter is this. I'll replace perimeter with that, and I've got 2 lengths, which are this here. Sorry, I don't know what that noise was. And then I've got 2 widths, which is this. And now I have a question to do. Okay, so here I'm going to keep this like this, and then I'm going to distribute my bracket. So I've got 2 times 3x is 6x, and 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 times 2x is 4x, and 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. So now I'm going to bring all my x's over to this side. 6 over here becomes negative 6. 4 over here becomes negative 4. This is 2 minus 6, and plus 6 over here is minus 6. So now I have 5 minus 10x is minus 5x. You could have also just said 5 minus 6 is negative 1, and negative 1 and negative 4 is negative 5. That'll get you there too. And then here, I'll do it that way on this side. 2 minus 6 is negative 4, and negative 4 and negative 6 is negative 10. Then I'm going to, this is multiply, so I will divide. Now, here's a mistake some people make. When they are dividing both sides by a number, sometimes they get confused with bringing it over and they make the negative 5 positive 5. That's different. You do that when you have something like this. When you have x plus 3 equals 5, that's when you make this number negative. But when you have this, and you're dividing, you're just bringing over the whole number and dividing, which is the opposite of multiplying. Okay? So here we've got minus 10 over minus 5, negative divided by negative is positive, and 10 over 5 is 2. Okay, so did I ask, let me see, did I even answer the question? Oh no, the question says, what's the area? So now I know that area is equal to length times width, and length is, well, hold on a second here. I'm actually going to write this. Length is 3x plus 1. Width is 2x minus 3. And now I know that 2 is equal to x, so I'm going to just go like this. So here I've got that 6 plus 1 is 7, and that's 4 minus 3 is 1. So area is equal to 7. Now, I need to point something out. When you answer a question with area, perimeter, any of that kind of stuff that has units, like you know area is centimeters squared, inches squared, whatever the unit is, you must use the units in your answer. Not using units in an answer is like starting an English essay and not using capital letters at the beginning of sentences. It's just not how we do stuff. It's bad form. So now that I've communicated that to you, make sure you do that. Now, you don't need to do this here where you're doing your pure math, but when you are writing up your answer in a sentence, the question was, what's the area? Therefore, the area is 7. And if they don't tell you what the units are, like centimeters or kilometers, you just write the area is 7 units squared. 7U for units squared. That's what you do. Okay? Awesome.